Welcome back to 5-Minute Game Reviews with me, Gardner, where I rant and rave about whatever game I just finished on stream last week. Today, we're going to be talking about God of War.
Another dwarf. Should we...
No. He is of no consequence.
God of War is an on-the-rails masterpiece featuring our lovable character, Kratos. Before I even go into the full review of this game, I just want to say that this review might be kind of biased because of how much, well, not really how much, but more of, when I was a child, the very first single-player game I ever played was God of War Ghosts of Sparta on the PSP. And when I first bought my PS4, the very first two games I bought for my system was Spider-Man and God of War. And I will just tell you that I love this game. From the story, to the voice acting, to the graphics, to the fighting, everything just feels so good. God of War starts with Kratos living in the woods with his wife and child. His wife has just recently died, and Kratos is now on a journey to go bury his wife at the highest mountain in the realm. On his way, we meet a bunch of lovable characters and a bunch of gods that want to kill us. Along the way, we also fight some dragons, which is also pretty cool. Let's first talk about combat, because that's honestly what you'll be doing for 90% of this game. Along with the amazing story and the amazing graphics, the combat in this game is amazing. Having only 3 weapons, the Leviathan Axe, the Chains of Olympus, and your hands. Every weapon just feels so good to use. Everything just feels so solid. Every hit just, you can feel every hit going into each enemy. And you're not just relinquished to only using one weapon. The quick interchangeabilities, every time you're about to attack, you can switch between your chains, you can switch between your axe, you can throw your axe, you can use your fist. The combat just feels so smooth and effortless. Like this was how God of War was always meant to be played. Along with the combat is the difficulty. You have 4 difficulties. You can either choose easy, medium, hard, or give me war, which would honestly be the hardest setting. And you never have to choose the hardest setting if you don't want a challenge. You could always just be like, I'm just here for the story. We're just gonna play through this, beat up all the enemies, and just see where the adventure takes us. But if you really want a challenge, give me war changes this game completely, giving you all new battles that you have. Not all new battles, but every enemy has an all new moveset. Everything just feels harder. It's not just a bunch of damage coming your way. Everything just feels like a threat. It's not, but not a threat because of higher damage, a threat because everything moves just a little bit faster, and they're just a little bit smarter than you. Along with the difficulty, you're not really gonna die from glitches or randomness or RNG. Everything basically comes down to your own test of skill and your own test of free will. How good are you at mashing your buttons and completing all your combos? Because the combos are so good in this game. When you pair up everything from you throwing your axe to punching the enemy to whipping out your chains, lassoing them about, it just feels so good. And along with the difficulty, it just creates this movement of you're able to unleash these combos on some of the most hardest bosses, that when you finally take down these bosses, and after you dying a bunch of them, thankfully the game has a really quick reload feature, so you're not just waiting in a in a load bar queue while the game restarts. You're put instantly back into the battle. That when you complete these combos and you kill these bosses and you've died a bunch, it feels so good. The relief of defeating some of these harder bosses is amazing. The graphics of this game, or just the way that this game is shown to you, a lot of things, it's like show, don't tell. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. Show, don't tell. This game loves to show you everything. This game loves to show you the greatness of this world. It doesn't tell you that the snake is amazing. It shows you that the snake is amazing. It doesn't tell you that your axe is an unbeatable weapon that can just freeze enemies untouched. It literally shows you. From when you pull out your chains and it glows with the red hot fire, it shows you that this game, that your chains are something not to be played and toyed with. From the actual mountainsides, this game doesn't try and blow you away with awe-inspiring scenics like a lot of games do, or amazing verticality. This game is more of just, oh look, there's a dead body on the floor. It's highly detailed. That sounds so wrong. Or all the etchings in the wall. Everything has a meaning to the writing, to the literal writings on the wall carved into the rock, to the rock face seeming like it's about to break apart, to some of the areas where you're climbing up and the rock is just falling around you and you're just making your way up the side of the mountain. Everything is just so pretty, and it's not just because the graphics are good, it's because everything is put there with detail and with care. Even the literal snow under your feet crunches as you walk along it, to you leaving footprints in the snow. You can always tell a good game by when it leaves footprints in the snow. To every enemy doesn't just look like the same enemy copied and pasted. They actually put time into making these enemies have flesh and have not feelings, but have a sense of character. From when you meet Brock to when you meet Freya, every character just feels so lifelike. You actually could meet them on the world and just have a cup of tea with them or shoot the shit with them. This game is just, it's just really, really pretty. I love this game so much that I platinumed this game on my first playthrough when I first picked it up. I didn't do this on stream, even though I might redo it on stream. And with this game now being on PC, there's honestly no reason that you shouldn't get this game. This game is on PS4, PS5, and PC. And every version just looks so beautiful. This game is 100% worth it if you really feel like picking it up. Garner guaranteed.